All right, let's talk about ranges some more. Just real quick, I got a lot of points on here, but the ranges are what we're trading. So basically, we talked about ranges last night. This is a better illustration because we're back into the same range. So with SPY 379, let's say 379 to 389. The last, did we hit 390? High 389.52. Okay, so this has been the range the last few days. All right, so if you know, let's go ahead and put this on the hourly 60-minute. If you know that 369, if you know 369 was where you started at and 390 was where you finished, okay, then you're going to be more inclined to trade this range properly. So what do I mean? 379, let's zoom in here. 379, 387, 378 to 390. So once we choose a direction, we have to go to the top of this range or the bottom of this range. Now I like to use the daily simply because the daily shows you a clear picture of what this range is. So 378 to 389. Now we opened up inside. Now inside doesn't mean that we go lower. Inside just means we're inside this range. So normally, since this is the bar, that's basically the pace setter. This is what made up the range. We pull back to the bottom of this range to 379 today, or we break this range from 389 maybe to 391. So let's look at what we've done so far. I can't pull up my spreadsheet right now. But 385, is this going lower? No, it's bouncing. It's trying to bounce on us. So now let's even look at this range. We get a sell-off here. We could say that now this range here and this range here could be expected throughout the next, say, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. So we got 386 to 385.30, 386.12 to 385.50, 385.50 to 386, 386.15 to 3. So whenever we get to the top of this range, you see it pulling back. We should be looking at getting short here. Whenever we get to the bottom of this range, we should be looking at getting long for a bounce to here. Okay. Now you see at the top of this range, 386. And now we go back to 385. So again, the point I was making last night was the more times you hit the top or the bottom of this range, the more likely it is not to hold, and the more likely it is to break out or break down. So we keep hitting. This is the 1, 2. This is the third time we've hit 386. At some point, it has to break out and rally. If it doesn't break out and rally, once it goes to the low, if we hold this low, if we hit this low again, it's even more likely of a chance that it breaks down below 385. Okay, so the best time to trade a range is when it's first being established. Okay, it's first being established. The bottom 385. We see 386. 385, 386. This range can go sideways for a long time. Let's break it down into the 1 minute. So even with the 1 minute, we see this. Look at this range. we're going from, a well-defined range too. Okay, look at this. We sold off. We bottomed out 385.50. Once again, 386, 385.50, 386, and now it looks like it doesn't want to go below and retest the low anymore. It looks like it wants to break out. Now we got puts, but still, well, one put, we took a small position this morning. It looks like it wants to go higher. So when it does go higher, we let it go, and we may even get long because it may want to continue this way. Okay, but so far it hasn't been able to break out of this range. Until it breaks out of this range, these algorithms trade. At the top, they start shorting. At the bottom, they start going long. And at some point, everybody has to be on the same page for it to break out, or everybody has to be on the same page for it to break down. All right, I wanted to make this video short and sweet. Make sure you trade your ranges. Some people trade Apple. Let's talk about Apple. Apple had earnings, so it's a little bit different, but still the same. Look at this bar. At some point, we go to the bottom of this bar, which is what set the range, because look at where we are right here. All right. Now we got here. All right. So again, look how many times we try to break 145 to the top or to the bottom. 145, it hangs around here and goes to the bottom. 145 once,